George Kilpatrick, inspiration for the nation, celebrating people we feel good about. We are the brother we feel good about, Kenyon Black, director of the Upward Bound program at LeMoyne College. Kenyon, good to see you.
Good to see you, brother. Good
and
to see
hear you and all that good stuff. Can you tell us about Upward Bound? It's been in the community for a long time. Tell me what Upward Bound is at LeMoyne College.
Well, it's been around since 1965. It is one of the original pilot programs that Lyndon B. Johnson signed.
Wow.
So it's been here. We've been serving the community, sending kids to college is what we're funded for. So it's a federally funded program. So every 5 years, we have to write for a grant to continue the funding. Mm-hmm. And knock on wood, we've been doing it, and we have developed leaders over the years.
How is the program? So who's eligible for the program? How do you support and help students?
Okay, yeah. So the first generation college-bound student, or they fit into a low income, it's several criteria to get into the program. But everything that we do stimulates the college process. So in 8th grade, I go to all the middle school programs, all the middle schools in Syracuse, New York, and I do a presentation on how great the program is, what the program is going to do for you, how wonderful I am. You get to spend 4 years with Mr. Black, and I will get you to your goal of whatever college you want to go to, which is pretty much what they do when they're in high school. Colleges come and talk about what they do. There's an application process to get into Upward Bound. So they have to write an essay. They have to do the transcript. They have to get a letter of recommendations. They have to do an interview, which is pretty much what they have to do when they apply to colleges. So it helps to find out who's serious about the process. Because if they can just sign up, they wouldn't take it seriously. But if they have to write an essay, they have to do an interview, they have to present themselves, people have to vouch on their character, it goes a long way.
When I think about Upward Bound, I think about the legacy of a program like this that we often, you've just been chugging along doing what you do. And oftentimes programs like that don't get the shine they deserve.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that you say that. So if you're on Facebook with me, you are, and I'm always celebrating our students. It's a village. So I have incredible staff. I have tutor counselors that work for me. LeMoyne has supported this program. So there's professors, there's college students that work for me. They believe in this program. They believe in what we do. So fortunate, the relationship that I built at Nottingham, Henniger, and Corcoran, we have some amazing kids in our program. But it starts with the support, with the families. Families have to trust us with the treasure, their children. And they come to me in these interviews. We interview the students and we interview the parents. We want to know, are you on board with this? This is a partnership. This isn't going to be, I do everything, they do everything. No, you have to help too, because you know your kids better than we do. So, so our program pre-COVID, the kids would come on a Saturday morning at 7:30 in the morning, from 7:30 to 12 o'clock, and get academic support in whatever classes they're taking at their school. Also, we have a thing called Good News, which is one of my favorite parts of the day. The kids would raise their hand, George, and give me some good news. Mr. Black, I made a debate team. Mr. Black, I have a football game. Mr. Black, I'm in a play. Mr. Black, I got a 90 on my math test. I got a scholarship. Mr. Black, I'm going to Syracuse University. I'm going to LeMoyne. I'm going to Cornell. We brag about their accomplishments. Because in this time, the kids, unfortunately, they think it's not cool to be smart. Yes, it is cool to be smart. It's cool to have high goals. And so the 4 years of high school, we're working with them. We're helping them learn how to advocate for themselves. Make sure they're taking hard classes. They're not, the senior year of high school, making sure they're taking a science class, making sure they're taking a math class. So this is what colleges want to see. Nobody cares about what study halls you're taking. Nobody cares about basket weaving. They want to know what classes you are taking. You're not taking any shortcuts.
No, I appreciate it. Kenyon Black, Director, Upward Bound program. And so given that, I'm thinking about the legacy, Carson Carr and Johnny Hill Marsh.
Yes.
And what they've done and their imprint on the program. Speak to that legacy.
So when I came here in 2010, I worked under the legend, Johnny Hillmarsh. So she was a Syracuse student. She was in the original first program. She went on to Cortland. She went on and got her master's, and she came back and became a director of the program. Carson Carl, may he rest in peace, was a legend around here. So all of his former students reach out to me. They pour into the program. They, when we're doing fundraising, they'll send money, whatever they can do to keep this program going, because it saved their lives. These were first generation kids at Nottingham, Henniger, Corcoran, Fowler, all these different schools that went on to get their degrees, went on to have incredible jobs. It was from this program. And those two are, they were legends when they were here. They had a style about them. When they walked into a room, you sat up. You know, if you had some gum in your mouth, you swallowed it. Whatever the case may be. Because they didn't have time to play with you. They had to develop leaders. This program, unfortunately, is necessary. It's needed. My dream would be we didn't have to have this program. Because that means everybody's getting the same opportunities. Every school is getting the same amount of resources and support. But that's not the case. So that's where we come in. We come in there, we grab these young minds, we mold them, and they go off to the dream colleges.
Now, COVID has obviously changed the way you do things, but in some ways has helped you to stay more connected with the students. How?
It really has. So again, we had a Saturday program before. And then during the summer, the kids would live here on campus. They would live in a dorm. They had a full college life in high school. They had a roommate, the whole 9 yards. And everything we did in the summer was to prepare them for the up and coming school year. So if they were taking pre-calc the junior year, they took it the 10th grade summer. So we kept them one step ahead. So with COVID, obviously we couldn't have the residential program. We can't have our Saturday program. So we're doing the virtual learning, because that's what the kids are doing. So this summer, we did everything virtually. So when the kids were dismissed from the buildings in March, from that point on, we went virtual. We were teaching them, this is how you had to learn. For a lot of them, this was a major change for them, because a lot of them were hands-on. They had to be in front of a teacher. They had to have the everything in front of them. So we had to teach them, unfortunately, this is the new style. So you're gonna have to better time management, how to advocate for yourself, how to navigate all the different learning platforms online, from Google Classroom to Teams to all these different things, to keeping your camera on in a classroom. These kids they would hide in this stuff, and there's so many challenges, but the overall goal is, you want to go to college, you have to do these things. So we did everything that we could. So we pretty much have our program run pretty much Monday through Sunday. All of our teachers and tutor counselors have office hours, just like in college. So the kids know, I have my class at Nottingham from this time to this time, but I don't have a class during this time. I can go to my tutor counselor. I can go to my teacher in Upward Bound and get some help. So it is now December, 9th or 10th, whatever it is. We have kids who already been accepted to colleges already, because everything we do, we are very intentional. So by the end of October, all of our kids finished their application, the college application. They finished their essays. We already submitted our college applications. So colleges, the first applications they got were from LeMoyne College Upward Bound students.
Amazing. How do people become a part of Upward Bound? Is it too late? Do you take them in the spring? How do you do that?
Great question. So we are still recruiting. So right now we're taking 9th and 10th graders. So if anybody is listening, you have a 9th or 10th grader who's at Nottingham, Henniger, or Corcoran. Unfortunately, those are the only 3 schools we can serve at this time. So if you're in 9th or 10th grade, you can go online, you can Google LeMoyne College Upward Bound Program. We have an online application. You sign in there, you have to write your essay, get your recommendation letters, talk to your guidance counselor, and they know who we are, and we will help with that transition to get them into the program. This program works, but we can only lead them to the water. We can't make them drink. So these kids have to come to the table with something.
All right. Kenyon Black, director for the Upward Bound program at LeMoyne College. Google LeMoyne College Upward Bound program. We'll have the link for you as well. They're looking for 9th and 10th graders right now, and they are from students from Corcoran, Nottingham, and Henniker High Schools.
And George, let me tell you this real quick. We have 100% high school graduation, 100% college enrollment. Nobody touching that.
How many kids do you have in your program?
Right now, we have 92 kids in our program. Right now, we have a class of 27 seniors, and they're going to go off into a 2 or 4 year college.
100% college, 100% graduation. Upward bound.
Yes,
work.
sir.
Kenyon Black.
George, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate what you're doing. Keep spreading the word. Keep celebrating Syracuse. There's a lot of great programs here, and we celebrate you as well, my man.
Inspiration for the nation. Thank you, Kenyon.
Bye-bye. You take care. Bye-bye.